Heidi-ho, Renaissanceteers, and welcome to the presentation of solutions to Renaissance puzzle number 45, the square deal. If you have not already viewed the puzzle itself, I recommend that you do that first. Otherwise, this presentation will not make a lot of sense, and you'll have missed out on all the fun of trying to solve a really ingenious and challenging problem with lots of opportunities to be creative. So, I'll give you a moment to stop this video. Well, I went down south for to see my gal singing Polly Wolly Doodle all the day. Okay, if you're still here, it means that you want to see the solutions, or you're just curious about what this silly looking guy with a goofy hat is going to be doing next. So, here we go. Before we get into the best solution, I'd like to show you some interesting statistics. As mentioned previously, this puzzle was published in the November 1963 issue of Scientific American magazine. The puzzle editor, Martin Gardner, invited readers to submit their solutions, and surprisingly, he received some better solutions than those of the author, the renowned mathematician Raphael Robinson. 44 readers had devised a 25-rod solution, and 7 readers had come up with a 23-rod solution. So how extraordinary is that? So here are some statistics I was able to find on the web. In 1911, the circulation of Scientific American was 75,000. In 2005, the circulation was 645,000. So if we do a linear interpolation, from 1963, we find that there were approximately 390,000 issues of Scientific American in circulation. If 44 readers of Scientific American out of a circulation of 390,000 found the 25-rod solution, that is fewer than 1 in 8,000. La Société Renaissance has an email distribution of only 60 members, and one of our Renaissanceteers, Matt Fisher, found a 25-rod solution. Pretty cool. But only 7 Siam readers found a 23-rod solution. That is fewer than 1 in 55,000. And our very own Jim Kirk, no, not this guy, and our very own Jim Kirk found a 23-rod solution. What do you think of our little Société Renaissance now? Okay, I think I have built this up enough. Let's see what Jim's 23-rod solution to bracing the square looks like. Let's start with a perfect square that is tilted diagonally. Then build 2 trusses of length 2 and attach them to our square. Then we connect 2 diamond-shaped braces on top to form a quadrangular structure around the square. But we know that a quadrangle is not rigid, and we can squeeze our square into a diamond. So let's press here and here, squeezing our square into a diamond, and observe this length as we deform the square. The red square is squeezed into a diamond, and the distance from the top of that diamond to the center of the green braces is stretched. Now let's push down here. As you can see, the red square has been squashed, and likewise the distance from its top to the center of the green braces has been compressed. So how about adding one more bracing rod to prevent the structure from being stretched or squashed? First, we adjust the structure to make this distance 1 rod. Then we insert 1 bracing rod. 1 golden rod. I hope you're not allergic. So now we have a rigid structure, but is our red square truly a perfect square? We've been fooled once before. Let's assume for a moment that the red box is a square and see if the geometry works out. If this box is a square, then these 3 points form a straight line. Draw a vertical line through the red square and notice that we have formed 4 virtual right triangles. Now let's put in numbers for the lengths of their sides. It all works out. The lengths agree with Pythagoras' theorem. Check them out for yourself. We have a braced perfect square. Count the number of rods. There are 4 rods for the square and 23 bracing rods. Quod erat demonstrandum, Latin for which was to be demonstrated. Notice that I said virtual right triangles. That's because in this structure there are no real triangular braces around the square. This solution was truly inspired. I'd like to see an artificial intelligence machine come up with this. I asked Jim Kirk how he came up with this solution. This is what he told me. Hi Steve, you gave a big clue with the number 23. Being odd, it seemed like one rod had to serve double duty and probably do it symmetrically. After creating the 2 trestles, I saw the 3 collinear points. Symmetry suggested the vertical rod hanging down the middle, and I puzzled on how to do something with it. Adding the hypotenuse of the 2 right triangles led me to figure out how to construct the required length. So that's interesting. Knowing that a 23-rod solution existed was already a big hint. I wonder, if I had told Jim that there was a known solution with only 21 rods, what would he have come up with? Too late now. We'll never know. But it gives you some respect for our pioneers in math and science who have worked diligently to find solutions to problems, not knowing if a solution exists.